Hello everybody, welcome to the Red Men TV. It is the Start 11 prediction show. It is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace down in London. No fans, unfortunately, for Crystal Palace in this one. And it's a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday morning. It's a huge game, obviously. If we win this game, we will be top at Christmas. We know it was such a good result last night against Tottenham Hotspur. And it's interesting, isn't it? Obviously, it's the 12:30 kickoff. There's not a lot of time in between games and stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what Jurgen does. I personally think he goes quite strong in this one because obviously we're going to have a full week of hopefully rest and recuperation for the lads who've got us so far already this season. And, you know, I'm going to start off with the goalkeeper as I always do, and I'm going to go with Alisson Becker in goal. And it's a case of once more into the breach, my friends, for this one, isn't it? You know, can you just go one more time? That's what I think Jurgen will do anyway. So I'll say it's going to be Alisson Becker. It's going to be Andrew Robertson. It's going to be Fabinho. Now, I don't know about Joel Matip, whether he's going to be fit or not. Obviously, the press conference hasn't taken place yet. I'm sure we'll get some more updates and stuff around Joel Matip. If he's fit and it's touch and go, I'd say probably err on the side of caution. Give him that sort of 2 weeks off, as it were, with the week upcoming. And maybe play Reece Williams or indeed Nat Phillips in this one. But I'm going to go with Reece Williams because obviously he had such a good game the other night as well, although it depends on Crystal Palace. Obviously no Benteke for them, so it might be a little bit different. If it was Benteke, maybe it's Nat Phillips because it's not going to be Benteke, maybe Reece Williams. Anyway, it's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. I say Jordan Henderson keeps his place as the 6. I'm going to go with a change in the middle of the park. I'm going to say maybe a bit of rest for Kurt Jones, and not because he needs it, not because he's been playing poorly, quite the opposite in fact, because he's been playing a lot of minutes, but he doesn't look tired. But he's been playing so well and he's so young that you still do need to protect him. So if Keita is fit to start, I'd start Naby Keita alongside Gini Wijnaldum. And then as far as the front three go, personally, whoa, hello sunshine, what are you doing? You're not playing the 9. I know you want goals, but you're not playing the 9. I believe that it will be the front three, as it always kind of is, and it always has to be. So, substitutes, I'll go Kelleher. I'm going to put Nat Phillips on there because, again, I don't know about Joel Matip. Nico Williams, Kurt Jones, Takumi Minamino, although I think Takumi's in with a shout of a midfield place as well, Divock Origi. And I've just thrown Joel Matip on there as an extra, really, more so I can just say, like, look, if maybe he goes in there if he's fit and available for this one, but yeah, it's sort of just a sort of extra guy. Now, if Matip is fit, he starts, says David Barton. And again, look, Matip's the best centre-half of the club right now, who's fit and available, but he's not fit. He's not fully fit anyway. I just think he's so important that we don't want to get into a stretch of games where, you know, Matip plays, it's a little touch and go, and he re-aggravates that injury or whatever. So for me, I personally would probably rest Joel in this one, if you can, and that's not to disrespect Crystal Palace in any way. I just think there's, with the amount of games that we've got coming over January and stuff, just want to make sure that Joel's fit. Could give him the best possible chance of being fit for an extended run of time. Obviously, this all might change, you know. I might go into the market, and I think one of the things when I think about Liverpool's transfers and stuff and whether we're going to go into the market for a centre-back is I don't expect Liverpool to do their business late in January. I expect somebody to sign on the 1st of January, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, because that's what Liverpool do nowadays. They're so focused on what the idea is, and they're almost a window ahead that they kind of know exactly where they're looking at. Now, the injuries and stuff will have changed this season's January transfer window, of course. But as soon as Joe Gomez goes down and you already know that Virgil van Dijk's down, I think at the point where Virgil goes down, you're probably looking. At the point where Joe Gomez goes down, you're intently looking and you're probably planning straight away. So I expect Liverpool to do a little bit of business. I don't know who it's going to be, but I do expect them to do a business, and I do expect it to be early on in January as well. Now, you know, I mentioned that I think one of the midfielders is going to change, and I've put Kurt there. Normally, it could be Hendo or Gini Wijnaldum as well. Now, the other lad here, who's been on the bench more than Naby Keita, to be fair, I think it's a couple of times now he's been back on the bench, is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, Alex has been out a little bit longer, hasn't he? So that's why I've gone with Keita over him, because, you know, normally you'd think, well, the lad, he's been back a little bit longer, but Keita's not as far away from match fitness, which is why I think it's probably him that will come in. If indeed there is any changes in this game, it could quite easily be Kurt Jones, because, again, we've got that week off. But I would like to see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain at some point. He's going to have to start getting minutes at some point. So, yeah, him and Naby Keita both probably need some minutes in this game. The other option, of course, as well, is could Takumi Minamino play in the middle of the park? We've seen it a couple of times recently, or now with the Jota injury, a couple of midfielders coming back. Is he now just back to one of these front three positions? Because he could well be. But we'll put Takumi Minamino back up there anyway. And then, yeah, that's probably it. I mean, Divock Origi, I can't imagine that he starts in this game, so get him locked in if you're having a bet on Divock Origi starting right now. Tino, Chris, the whole team played a full 90 minutes with no subs against Tottenham. Some of the players need the rest. I completely agree with you. This is me predicting what Jurgen does. If I was picking this side, I'd go, I'd probably stick with the back four. I'd probably, and I don't know how far away Ox and Keita are really, to be honest. And I think if you play both of them, you've guaranteed yourself 2 substitutes there. And I don't think the Klopp's going to do that. So maybe one of them. Look, it's tough. Maybe I would go for a similar side. Maybe I wouldn't rest them. And I know they've played the Fulham game. They've played the Tottenham game, a large part of these lads, and they played the full 90 in those games. So it seems absolutely mental. Of course it does. But what are your options? You starting Nico Williams for Trent? Probably not. You're starting Nat Phillips? Well, Reece hasn't played loads of minutes anyway. Matip, if he comes back, sounds. So it's Divock Origi is your option for a front three player. Well, he's in fucking sparkling form at the moment, so I don't want to be doing him. He doesn't look like he needs a rest right now, nor does Mane, to be fair. So I don't think, although I think we need to probably rest players, I'm not sure we've got the players to do it yet. So there we go. Oxnade easing into it against an average midfield. This is the perfect game for it. Simon Wraith. Yeah, that's a good point. He's been out for so long. He hasn't had an appearance this season, has he? I just don't know how long he's going to be able to sustain that level for if he was to play. And this is the thing. We don't know, do we? We don't see how far along he is. He's made the bench, but he's not had an appearance yet. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one. If he was really close and Jurgen trusted that his fitness was there, wouldn't he have come on in the last game at 1-1? I don't know, I'm just putting it out there anyway. Faith Zayn says, Fatty Zayn, sorry, says Ox should play at least as a substitute. Kieran O'Mahony says 9 subs, man. Is this the first game for it? Because obviously I saw the news breaking before, but I haven't actually looked at the articles and stuff yet. Obviously, it's still going to be 3 subs, but you get 9 on the bench now, and then there's the 2 concussion subs. I didn't realise it was going to be this soon. That'll be interesting if it is. Keita for Gini, Jones starts. He's in undroppable form. So Keita for Gini, Jones starting. Listen, the lad is in undroppable form, isn't he? He's playing in a world-class midfield there, and he's playing at a world-class level. So we know that he's making that shirt his own at the moment, isn't he? So it's now up to Keita and Ox to prove that they're better than Kurt. He is not going to give that shirt up lightly. I think we all know that. And we had a big chat over on the final word. So if you're a YouTube member, Club Legend level and that, then you do get that final... Oh, no, sorry, if you're a subscriber to the redmentv.com, you get the final word. The midweek final word is exclusively on the redmentv.com. So if you want to see that, it was a wonderful show. It was an hour. It was me, it was Paul, it was John Machin and James Sutton, the actor James Sutton, and we thoroughly enjoyed that hour talking about that game. And yeah, it was brilliant. So get over there and get onto it. But listen, that's the starting 11 prediction done already. Football fan, just a strong lineup considering the injuries. Yeah, I mean, we've got the best squad in the league now. And for the longest time, I thought that, you know, we had the best team, certainly, but we didn't have the best squad. I thought Manchester City squad's better. The fact is, we're at the top of the table with, what was it? I mean, it was 9 first team squad players out, and we're still at the top of the table. That says to me, we've got the best squad now as well as the best team, which is just an amazing place to be as a Liverpool fan, isn't it? So thank you very much for watching. We'll be back, of course, Saturday morning with the team news reaction about an hour and 5 minutes before kick-off. Then we'll be back for the live watch-along. We're doing the instant match reaction. We're doing red mentions, and of course we're doing the player ratings where you guys can get your ratings in. So get that notification bell clicked, like this video, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.